It's taken me a few days to do this video, but I think for my sake, I kind of need to get it off my chest and talk about it. So here it goes. So this past week in Kansas City, we had our Super Bowl parade. And at the end of that, I'm sure as everyone knows, there was some tragic events that followed. I just wanted to express myself and say that this is not Kansas City. I believe Kansas City is my home. I was not born here. I was not technically raised here, but my adult life has been in Kansas City. And I love this city. It is dirty. It is beautiful. It is diverse. It is scary sometimes. It is active with events and the community. I have grown so much by being in Kansas City. I got out of my small town, and to live here, I am just honored. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. We're so prideful. One thing that we gather to celebrate is our football team. Oh, we all love the Chiefs. It's one of those things that people will go into Quick Trip or we just are connected so much by our football team and the pride that we have in our community, but also that's what brings us together. We're diverse. You know, we have two states of very different people. I didn't think I was gonna cry. We're a melting pot of just crazy, fun, insane, beautiful people. And that day was supposed to be about celebrating us and celebrating the team too, but like celebrating this city and what it is. And it ended with our hospital being full of children. Children with gunshot wounds. And that's not fair. That is not fair. Because that's not what we're about. I know that this is a true crime channel, and I know that some people are going to want me to cover this event. But I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have the ability to do that. It's still an ongoing investigation. I hope they find who did this and bring them to justice. But I have a very personal tie to this. So a couple days before the event, my mother-in-law called and said she really wanted to go to the parade. And we were like, oh, yes, like, let's go celebrate. We had it planned. I was probably gonna film because that is what I do. We were gonna go to the parade. We were gonna celebrate. This is a once in a lifetime thing, and she said that to us, like, this is a once in a lifetime thing. The day before, my girlfriend said, you know, I just don't think we should go. I have very high anxiety, which I've expressed before, and she said to me, if I am taking care of you, it's gonna be hard for me because I'm going to be very heightened, and we're heightened for good reason, obviously. So she said I can't be heightened and then take care of you. And we kind of agreed that maybe this wasn't the best event for us to go to. I would have been on high alert. We would have never taken our daughter. That was never on the table. But I would have been on high alert just us being there. So we didn't go. My mother-in-law and my brother-in-law were going to go. And the very last minute decided not to. So we all that day went to just hang out at a children's museum together. And we watched some of the parade on the TVs, and, you know, we were like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of people. Glad we didn't go. And then the news started breaking. And it was so close to home that, like, we started getting calls. My dad called to check on me. I called to check on all my people. Because just hearing the news, it was just devastating. And I'm trying to keep a brave face because we're out having this really good day. But having to explain to my kid, who is not old enough for adult things like this, she's like, what's going on, mommy? And having to explain to her, like, me and my girlfriend agreed, like, we need to be honest, but not too honest. So we said to her that people went to a parade and people got hurt. And I think it was just hard to sit there, hear the news, and not be sure if it's going to be one of her classmates or one of the kids that I taught, or friends of ours, or just people that we knew. And even without knowing the victims, it's still devastating that this happened. But having to go home and comb through all of the TikTok footage to see if there's anybody that I know that it could have happened to. It's just really hard. It's really hard. I've never been affected this closely. I've reported on local cases. I've reported on some really, really dark things. And I've spoken out about these mass events before, because something has to stop. But just seeing it in my community on a day that was just supposed to be fun, it just destroyed me. It really did. And like I said, it's taken me a couple of days to think about what I want to say. And it's probably going to affect us for a while. But to all of you who are in this community, this is not us. We are so much more than this. So my heart goes out to you, and let's stay strong through all of this and show people that this isn't Kansas City. This isn't the Kansas City that I know. And let's power through. I love you all.